Hey yo, in today's video, you're calling the shots. Let me explain. How many times have I told you fragrances that get me compliments? But this whole channel is built on my audience, the ball sprayer squad. What gets you compliments? Because maybe what gets you compliments can potentially get me some, and you could put me onto something that I would have never thought as a compliment grabbing fragrance. So I asked y'all on the community board, ball and clam sprayers, listen up. What is the most complimented fragrance? If you can name one fragrance in your collection this year, 2025, what's the most complimented scent? And some of these options are definitely gonna surprise y'all because they surprised the out of me. Let's roll my music so I can put you onto 42 options. That's how many people answered, of fragrances that have gotten them compliments in 2025. And don't worry, I ain't gonna make this video long. Listen, morning, my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. This is your boy, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. First off, thank you for everybody who participated in the community board. I sometimes ask y'all questions, and y'all assist me with putting me on to information and assist me with video topics. In today's video, these are complimented fragrances, and only one fragrance seems to be repetitive in this selection, so I'll start off with that. And it's a doozy. I'm gonna call this the most glaziest brand of 2025, and that's the brand of Louis Vuitton, and it's LV Imagination. This fragrance was mentioned twice in the community board by two different people as the most complimented fragrance within their lineup. Now, I don't have anything particularly against Louis Vuitton fragrances. What I have against them, kind of, sort of, is my critique on them, which could be a critique for many brands, is the price point don't match the scent profiles. I understand the marketing behind it. It is Louis Vuitton, it is prestigious, it is designer, it is high-end luxury, and some of the fragrances don't necessarily mimic that, but they are compliment-grabbing fragrances. Just because they don't move my monkey clearly doesn't mean that you won't get compliments or it won't move your monkey. I just feel that for a price of $345, I don't get $345 scent profile. But that's my opinion. You could say that by a lot of brands behind me. But clearly it gets you compliments. So Louis Vuitton Imagination is some people's most complimented fragrance in 2025. Is it yours though? Now this next fragrance, I'm not really that surprised. I'm just kind of like boosted that people still use this joint, and that's our 𝗏 de Nuit Intense for Men. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The fragrance absolutely works. It is an Aventus DNA, one of the most popular Aventus DNAs. No matter how many flankers come out, I think our 𝗏 de Nuit Intense will always maintain its position as like the OG banger that's just a staple go-to. Now there are batch variation differences between them. Some are stronger than others, and I think obviously some of the older batches are a lot more punchy, potent, and definitely closer to that Aventus DNA. But what that goes to show me is that people still want that Aventus DNA. That Aventus DNA is that powerful that in 2025, it's still holding court as being one of the best niche fragrances in the space, but still keeping a high price point. So people want to get the alternative factor without breaking the bank and still having that sexy bergamontish pineapple overall signature scent, luxurious smell without spending that kind of money. And 𝗏 de Nuit can absolutely do that for you. Chances are you have it in your collection already. The next fragrance, the person who commented said this fragrance is crazy, and that's 𝗙𝗍𝗿 𝗕𝐴 𝗔𝐿𝐿𝑜día. So I don't remember this fragrance. I may have smelled it before, but I'm looking up the notes. It's apparently pear, black currant, a little bit floral, and citric. Sounds good by the notes, but I haven't gotten my nose on it. So this is one of those fragrances that definitely intrigues me. Like, I've seen it around, I've seen people showcase it on thumbnails or IG posts, but I haven't gotten my nose on it, at least that I can remember. So maybe it's a fragrance that I want to pick up, because if you're getting compliments like that, I'm curious about it. At the end of the day, is 𝗕𝗏𝗿 𝗔𝐿𝑜día good? Let me know in the comments below. So of course, there had to be a gentleman and a true scholar, a savant of fragrance, to put Yves Saint Laurent tuxedo on the list. Yeah, of course you did. It is one of my most complimented, so surely it's gonna be one of your most complimented, and it's absolutely perfection. But don't worry, I'm not gonna go on a rant raving about how good Yves Saint Laurent tuxedo is. You already know I got 3,000 videos mentioning this damn fragrance, so you know, I don't gotta say no more.
Not bad, not bad. Not you.
But he also mentioned the cheapy fragrance, which was Rayhan Ocean Rush. Now, Ocean Rush is a nice scent profile, not something that absolutely blows me away, but not something that's off-putting either. It's very much in that Aqua di Gio-ish Nautica Voyage kind of DNA. Very fresh, very aquatic, very blue, very salty, with a decent amount of performance and a stupid price tag. So that goes to show you, that shit is like around 30 bucks. So an aquatic-y Nautica Voyage kind of blue Aqua di Gio DNA in a $30 price point can absolutely get get you as many compliments as a $280 Yves Saint Laurent tuxedo. They both can live in harmony next to each other. Dollars don't equate to compliments. Now, another budget option that was mentioned in this list is Haramain's Amber Oud Gold Edition, aka 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗂𝐴 on a budget, aka almost got me fired, aka that shit is so effing strong. If you want a musky, fruity cocktail scent profile that won't break the bank, that fragrance 100% will do the job and do it extraordinarily well. Very close, not one to one, but I mean as close as you can possibly get for a significantly cheaper price point. All I'm gonna say about that scent point, its fruitiness, its muskiness, its loudness, its chemical punch in the face. Be careful spraying that shit on clothing because it might never come out of the fibers. I'm speaking from experience. I sprayed that shit on a cardigan when my fat ass was wearing cardigans at work. That shit never, I mean wash after never came out. If it wasn't a colored joint, I would have thrown bleach on it just to get that scent off. It just sinks into the fiber. So if you want a beast mode performer with fruity cocktail 𝗙𝗢𝗪𝗂𝐴 DNA, Haramain Gold Edition, I mean crazy. Ooh, a Montclair there, Sunrise Pour Homme. I don't remember that one. I'm gonna have to put that one down. Have you guys smelled it? Sunrise Pour Homme. Ooh, Armaf Club de Nuit Precious One, aka Aventus Absolute, before I got to smell that collector's edition by Afnan. That one was hitting crazy. Super sexy, very affordable, amazing scent profile. Has a little bit more masculinity and roundness than the collector's edition, but the collector's edition is absolute monster. But Precious One, definitely no slouch, no slacker. Better than Aventus for me, and a beautiful scent profile. Well, great option. Now this one I don't remember. Armani Code Parfum, the full black bottle? Don't recall. But if it gets you compliments, maybe it gets y'all compliments too. Do I want to smell it though? Should I pick it up? Comment below. Now this one's a pleasant surprise. Du Monde Paris Nitro Red. You are definitely outside. Compliment loud, sweet, fuckboy energy in a super affordable package. For me, I think the fragrance is super fun and playful. I'm a little too old to be rocking that scent profile, and I'm not outside, so that scent profile for me doesn't necessarily like fit my aesthetic, but realistically speaking, compliment factor, it absolutely has it. Clearly, he's getting compliments from it. But for me, if you're gonna buy that fragrance, just be outside, be clubbing, rooftop jams, house parties if those even exist. If you're going out on a date night, it has that compliment factor. Just know that it's a little bit sweeter than most other fragrances, but clearly, it does the job. And it's cheap. Ooh, Versace Eau Fresh. People still wearing that shit outside? I mean, it is summertime vibes right now, so yeah. I mean, Versace Eau Fresh for me just triggers some like throwback party memories, but not ones that I really want to relive. But truth be told, it is a hypey fragrance. It is loved by many. There's not much discussion about it at this point because some people may find it played out like I do. But as far as it being good and affordable, yeah, it'll get the job done crazy. And clearly, it's a complimented fragrance, or most complimented in 2025 for this person. What the hell is Legacy Maison Asrar? Apparently, it's a blue talisman interpretive fragrance according to Fragrantica. Should be interesting. I've never heard of that fragrance. Definitely gonna have to keep it on my radar because Art of Universe is kind of the blue talisman beast right now. So maybe this is a better option. Have you smelled it? Let me know. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Super Leggera. It wasn't a bad scent. But like most complimented, really? I mean, freshies do run the world. That is kind of factual. Like when it comes to freshies and compliment grabbing, it kind of goes hand in hand. Maybe it's something that I need to revisit. Like, do I need to get a full bottle? Did I get a full bottle? No, I didn't. I had gotten a sample. Do you like Super Leggera? Another Du Monde Paris Celerio Elysium. Very solid choice. Cheap, good performer, punchy as shit. Now, Celerio Elysium, for those who don't know, is supposed to be interpreted by Mon Tabaco by Armand James. And it's got a real punchy tobacco herbalness to it. Like there's a green, dry vetiver essence there with a real like, it feels like a chalky tobacco. I know it's kind of weird, but it's very much in that Armand James DNA, but with its own characteristic. I don't know why I refer to it as like this dusty, chalky, tobacco-ish kind of vibe with a herbaceous dryness to it. It's an unusual scent profile, not off-putting at all. It's very fall-centric, but clearly it gets compliments. I mean, Armand James Mon Tabaco is a monster, really solid performer, and the Elysium is comparative to that, but I feel like it has a little bit more of an herbal twist in my opinion, but for a price point of like $50-something, yeah. Ooh, I see that there's a new fragrance on this list, Afnan's Rare Reef. I've been asked I don't know how many times on TikTok if I've smelled this fragrance. I have not. It is coming my way, so it should be here soon, and I will give my interpretive thoughts on it. So right now, I don't know nothing about it, but clearly somebody thinks it's the most complimented scent in 2025, which is kind of crazy because didn't it just come out not too long ago? Have you been going outside? Paco's in the building. 1 million parfum. Huh? I got nothing to say. I get it.
Well done.
Really? I mean, I love this scent. Tom Ford's Black Lacquer. Love the scent, but you've gotten compliments from this joint. Is that so? You are around some eccentric people, because that's ink, vinyl, deep, rich. I mean, it's just ink and vinyl with a little bit of a boozy vibe. I love the scent. I think it's super creative, very ballsy for Tom Ford, and I like when Tom Ford goes that route. But as far as like a compliment snatcher, say word. Of course, the affordable Afnan Turareti Blue, aka either Bulgari Tiger or Sospiro Vibrato, or a combination of both. Very citric, like multiple citruses with a punchy vetiver vibe, with a munch. I guess I'm thinking of Ice Spice. That shit is woody, spicy, punchy. An easy mass appeal scented DNA, so I'm not surprised that you're getting compliments from it. How'd you get your hands on Hard Candy Elixir, fam? Aaron Terrence Hughes Hard Candy Elixir, one of the hardest fragrance brands to get your hands on. But when you do, you start to realize how many hits they have in that repertoire. If this motherfucker was putting out an album and he was gonna go sell his catalog, he'd get some bread, because there are some bangers in that shit. But the sad part is the majority of y'all won't know. I know Max Aroma had a drop not too long ago, and I think they have maybe 3 fragrances left from the ATH line. It was like a hidden palette that was sent over to them. Within like 5 minutes, the majority of them shits went. But if you're overseas, you might have more easier access to get ATH fragrances. But yeah, Hard Candy Elixir, absolutely one of my favorites. Of course, you like Marc-Antoine Barrios Ganymede, and of course, it's gonna get you compliments. That shit is pure class, fam. How many times have I told you? Stop sleeping on Ganymede. Compliment grabber.
It's true.
Argos Triumph de Bacchus Extrait. Sweet, powerful Greek goddess and gods in a bottle. That shit is potent, sweet, sexy, ambery, delicious with a little bit of a boozy essence. Badass scent. Ooh, a little Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Extreme. The way I would categorize that fragrance is an ambery, risky plum fragrance that I wish it had a little bit more plum. It's kind of just hidden in the background because Guerlain is just known for doing this beautiful nuttiness, and I'm get aspects of that, but I also get like this red cough drop-ish sweetness out of this fragrance that I don't mind, surprisingly. It just flows off the skin very nicely. But as far as like a massive compliment grabber, I don't think it was one for me, but clearly it's one for you. Ball sprayers, are you a fan of that fragrance? Comment below. Penhaligon's Halfeti, aka the fragrance that Cal Cologne over at TikTok hyped beyond repair. Nice fragrance, very nice fragrance. It's very corporate and office-like. Not something that I would consider like a hypey fragrance, especially for like the TikTok audience, but it is what it is. It is a nice fragrance. It didn't blow my nuts off by any means. It was just classy, clean, office-safe fragrance with a little bit of a juniper essence, some musky nuances, a little bit of this aldehydic undertone. A very nice scent profile. Would I pay retail for it? No, full gray market 100%, but I can see the appeal, and clearly it gets compliments, so maybe the kid is right. Gucci Guilty Elixir. I get it 100%. I've tried to shit a lot on Gucci Guilty, and the thing is that there's a lot of fragrances within those flankers that are really solid. Yes, they have a lot of young, youthful, fuckboy kind of energy, but those are some of the most complimented fragrances in the space. I get it 100%. As much as I want to shit on them sometimes, they do the job, and they do the job extraordinarily well, and they're readily available, so clearly they get compliments. So Kuba, just shut up. Oh, it just happens to be right behind me. Silky Woods was another one mentioned in the conversation. It's been a minute since I've smelled it. Soft, vanillic, woody, creamy, underlying kind of tobacco and woody scent profile. For some reason today, it kind of smells like Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Have I ever mentioned that before in a video? I mean, it's good. I can definitely see the compliment grab, but yeah, it smells like Joe Malone Red Hibiscus? What the hell is that? I'm curious. Sheesh, 2 𝗏𝗏𝗏's fragrances back to back. 𝗏𝗏𝗏's Ice and 𝗏𝗏𝗏's Black. 𝗏𝗏𝗏's got a lot of hype. 𝗏𝗏𝗏's got a lot of hype. I don't know, I thought that was like a wordplay. Wasn't. The Black, I like, didn't blow my nuts off. For some people, it's a beast mode. For me, it kind of started off mid and then worked its way up a little bit more that it aged. Yeah, the Ice one, totally get it. Very easy. For me, the new Tropical is kind of badass. But between the Black and the Ice, I'd probably go with the Ice. But 2 𝗏𝗏𝗏's back to back? All right. I just recently put this in a video. Chanel Allure Edition Blanche, aka the lemon meringue key lime pie of the Chanel lineup. Bro, in summer, fire, dude. I love how that fragrance smells. I can absolutely see how you get compliments. Maybe you live in a warm climate, or you just are embracing the most complimented fragrance, as I asked you, for the summer, and that shit is a banger. Mancera Amberful. I don't remember it at all. Do you?
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, Vulcan Few. Yeah, that shit is a beast, bro. It's the God of Fire interpretation. One of the like matatanes. Like right now, it's the battle between Vulcan Few and Opulent Dubai by Lattafa. These two fragrances are trying to get the top spot of the God of Fire interpretation. The only bad thing is the God of Fire DNA is kind of now getting a little bit played out to some of us who smell a ton of fragrances, but for those who don't and don't have massive collections and are looking for something that's really tropical, fruity, like passion fruit, like a little mango essence, kind of has this tropical, shanty, summertime, warm weather, sun-kissed DNA with punchy, fruity nuances. Those are two options to go for, but clearly Vulcan Few is holding the crown down, and I'm not gonna front. That's my favorite too. Of course, one dude had to throw a layer in there. Ganymede and Greenlee combined. Huh, let me try it. Ganymede and Greenlee combined. I don't know which one goes first, but I'm gonna do Greenlee, one spray, because I got shit to try out today. And then Ganymede right on top. I don't know how that mix is gonna go. Let me let it dry down for a minute and see what type of time they're on. Listen, I don't layer stuff, so this is brand new to me, so give me a shot here. Okay, it definitely works. The Greenlee seems to be coming all around, pause, the Ganymede, adding an overall freshness to the overall mineralic nature of like Ganymede. It softens up Ganymede in a way that the cuminish kind of portion of Ganymede that can throw some people off, having this kind of violet leaf, BO-ish kind of DNA, softens it up with this soft green dewiness. You know what? I'm not mad at this layer. It absolutely works very well. So yeah, I can see the compliment factor in that scent profile. So these two fragrances layered together, a compliment grabber, apparently. You know this dude is an old head talking about Burberry Touch. Touch. Okay, Omarion, yo, smooches. Sleeper, that shit's what, like 25 bucks? Don't sleep on the old school joints. They got compliments way before you were even a thought in your pops' nutsack. Or you were just a child literally watching Bubble Guppies or Power Rangers or whatever the fuck you were watching. That shit hits. For 20 bucks, can't go wrong. Oh man, this shit must be like fucking when the geriatric dudes like myself start coming out. When you pull out Liz Claiborne Curve, you are washed, my guy. Or that you live near a Century 21 and got that shit for the low. But again, just like Burberry Touch, Curve, bro, Curve used to get them wet back in the day. Nope, I can't agree with this one. Prada L'Homme. Even though this is the intense version that they got compliments in, for some reason, the fragrance just gives me a wild fucking headache. I can't fuck with it. It's not my vibe. It's not my energy. It's not my flow. It doesn't do it for me, unfortunately. I can't tell you why the irisy nature or this super mass appeal office safe fragrance just doesn't do it for me, and that's kind of how it always worked with that Prada L'Homme lineup. But so it got him compliments, so maybe you can try it out and see if it gets you compliments, because for me, I'm good. Givenchy Gentleman Society Extreme. I prefer the regular Society, but the Extreme was solid. Little Palo Santo energy. Not a bad scent at all, but I like the original. Molecule 01 is a compliment grabbing, or the most compliment grabbing fragrance for you in 2025. Who was smelling it? A spirit from another dimension. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Johnny Depp in, like, what? Who the fuck was, who smells it?
Your mother!
Ooh, Arabia Prestige Marwa. I mean, that technically counts as another LV fragrance complimented in this list. Only that one is cheaper and very potent. Arabia's fragrances are starting to come out a little bit the Armafs back in the day. That they used to be a little bit punchy or a lot rounder, stronger, and really getting close interpreted fragrances. I just hope they don't go down the wormhole of falling in line with some of the other major clone brands that once popularity kicks in, maybe performance tends to lack between batch variations. But so far, they've been doing beautiful, and that Marwa shit does hit crazy, but it is LV centric, and for that, like, it's not my vibe. But I like the price point, so there goes my argument for that. Ooh, no, Amouage Beach Hut Man. Nah, G, I don't know. That shit is just too, like, driftwoodish, sour orange, punchy as shit, super strong. I could not get jiggy with that scent. Do y'all really rock with beach hut, man? I mean, you got compliments. Clearly, somebody got a compliment off of it, but it's too like abandoned Baywatch lifeguard tower for me. I just can't do it. I'm seeing a pattern here, little 𝗙𝐻𝐾𝐽. Now we're talking about Bois Imperial, which is still a Quentin Biche DNA, which is kind of 𝗙𝐻𝐾𝐽 reduced in a way. Solid, good price point, super good scent. Yeah, I get it why you would get compliments on it, because it's in that 𝗙𝐻𝐾𝐽 space, and 𝗙𝐻𝐾𝐽 get compliments, no matter how funky some people may think it is. And the last fragrance is none other than one of my signature summer scents, Vibrato by Sospiro. That shit hits crazy, performs intense in hot, humid weather, which is what you're looking for in a summer freshie. So I can absolutely see you getting compliments on that, because if it can last through hot humidity, that shit can last through anything. And there you have it. What's that? Almost 40 fragrances that you said are some of the most complimented fragrances in 2025. And the game can continue. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. One fragrance, and I'm talking about the banger of bangers, the most complimented joints, and maybe we'll do a round 2 of the most complimented fragrance and see what I might potentially snatch up next. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's long since you never get in. It's long since that you would think that you would.